Good morning, Indoobians. I am T. Sterling Watson. This is Indoob on YouTube. And welcome to the first, I guess, official, actually Indoobian video, a video that actually has a purpose. But every year, I like to make a prediction on which new fall network shows are going to be canceled. They are predictions, not, set in stone. I don't have any, hatred or malice towards any particular show that's coming out, unless, it's got something to do with, glitter. I don't know. It's the first thing that came to mind. So I do not have the new winter season shows or when these shows go on hiatus, or the summer shows. I don't have those. I also don't have the cable shows. These are just networks. So that's ABC, CBS, NBC, Fox, and the CW. Again, these are only predictions, and I'll explain a little bit why I, choose what I chose. A lot of times it's just gut feeling. I might see the trailer for something and I'm like, that doesn't, I don't know if people will watch that. I know I might not watch it, and sometimes I will watch it, but then it gets canceled anyway, so it doesn't matter if I like it or not. I'm starting with Sunday. The only new show that seems to be premiering is Son of Zorn, and I'm going to say that that's going to be canceled. It's just a gut feeling. I could be wrong. It looks like a show that would do much better on Adult Swim, but there's the possibility it could work because it does have that animation aspect to it, and it just kind of fits in line with their comic sensibilities. But it's not a show that it doesn't look very good to me. It could work, but I don't know. It doesn't feel good. I'm going to say canceled. Kevin Can Wait and Man with a Plan, both on CBS. CBS, they don't have a strong history in canceling a lot of the shows unless they really have to. But unless the ratings are really bad. But these two sitcoms, that's what they are. Seem like they're going to be a good fit and going to hang on. I don't know why I'm talking about the shows that are going to do well. I'm talking about the shows that are canceled or going to be canceled. There's a show called Timeless that's going to be on NBC at 10 o'clock. And that show, I'm really struggling to say that it will be canceled or not. I'm not sure. I really am not sure. I want this show to succeed because there's a particular actor whose name escapes me right now, who's in the show that I actually really like and want him to succeed. And it's a show about time travel. Why wouldn't I want a show about time travel to succeed? Except the fact that there are maybe about 17 new shows this season alone that have to deal with time travel. If there was a time travel show that would succeed and would survive, then I would hope it would be Timeless. On ABC at 10 p.m. is called Conviction. This one I just drew a question mark over because either I didn't remember what the show was about, or I'm not sure if it'll be canceled or not. I really have no idea. It could be a wild card. It could be a hit. I'm going to go ahead and take my losses and say it's going to survive. It's not going to be canceled. Nope, my gut feeling is saying canceled. I'm going to go canceled. American Housewife looks good. Bull on CBS, like I said, probably won't cancel it. And plus, I think Dr. Phil is producing it. So, Dr. Phil money, I guess he's got money. I don't know. And NBC, This Is Us. This Is Us looks like another one of those serialized kind of we're all connected in some sort of way kind of show. Kind of hard to tell exactly by the trailers. It doesn't look like it's going to make it. It looks like a show that's similar to Touch, which was on Fox a couple years ago. And that was another show that was all about people being intermingled or connected in some way. But that was all through numbers or some strange kid who ended up growing up a little bit, and he's now young Bruce Wayne, I believe, in Gotham. So I'm talking about a totally different show. This Is Us, I don't think is going to make it. I believe that will be canceled because it might seem a little too high concept. It might be that kind of show that's just meh. Maybe you'll do better on a Hallmark channel. No offense, no, shade to the Hallmark channel. I'm just saying maybe not network TV, maybe something a little smaller. Another show on the CW coming on at 9 o'clock is No Tomorrow. No Tomorrow is not a time travel show, but an end of the world show. So I guess this woman is trying to do everything that she can before the world is ending. And I don't know, the premise has been done, in movies, because at least in the movie you have an end time. Whereas a TV show, you kind of okay, so if the world doesn't end maybe by the end of the season and they keep going, how is that going to go on? But I'm sure that can be worked out, because that has happened with another show on Fox, The Last Man on Earth, where he ends up not necessarily being the last man on Earth. Oh, that's the other thing. Sometimes shows have a way of being titled in a way that will kind of predict their future for them. So No Tomorrow will have No Tomorrow. Canceled. Moving on to Wednesday, and just as I'm talking about shows that seem to be titled appropriately, Designated Survivor, I think that's going to be a survivor. I'm not saying it's canceled, I'm saying it's going to be renewed. It's Kiefer Sutherland. It's a role that really looks interesting and tailored to him, and just it seems like a really good premise. I didn't know what the show was about based on the title. I never heard of a Designated Survivor before, and then I found out, hey, that's a real thing that really happens. And just because it's here, I'm going to mention these other shows because I am looking forward to them, and I hope they do well. Speechless, which we get to have I think a child with a disability actually having like a starring role, so that's great. And it looks like a good show. It's a sitcom on ABC. Comes on after Goldberg, so it's within the family time, because there's Goldbergs, there's Speechless, Modern Family, and then Blackish. So you've got a whole diverse family of shows right there. So I'm rooting for that one to be great, and get some season renewal pickups and all that good stuff. Also, we have on Fox Lethal Weapon, which is, I guess, considered a reboot. I don't want to go on a reboot rant right now because I really can, because I'm really stressed out about all these reboots going on, but I'm not going to go on a rant right now. I'm not going to do it. But I think it's going to do well. It looks like it's going to be good. It doesn't look like it's going to be cheesy and corny like a Rush Hour. Sorry, so unprofessional. But it looks like it's going to be good. I'm kind of looking forward to it. Hope it sticks around for at least 2 seasons, maybe 3. And plus it's Damon Wayans. Who doesn't love Damon Wayans? Frequency. That is the another show where I am not too sure about. I'm looking at it right now. I've got a symbol, which I don't know what it means, next to it, where I'm just not sure. This is also on the CW, coming on at 9 o'clock. And it's based on a movie, which seems to be happening pretty often with some of these TV shows. Some of it works, some of it doesn't. I'm really unsure about this show. I'm also just unsure about calling anything for the CW because of the way their metrics work. They don't have to have the kind of numbers that, say, CBS or ABC or NBC have. So they could have only maybe 500,000 viewers and be fine with that. So it's really hard to call some of these CW shows, even though I did call No Tomorrow. But Frequency, my gut reaction is to leave it and see if it makes a season 2. It might just make a season 2. And again, saying how difficult it is to call CW shows, Crazy Ex-Girlfriend was, I guess, on the verge of being canceled, but it was so critically acclaimed that they decided to keep it. So there we go. But Thursday night is usually Shonda Rhimes night. And from 8 to, 10, 11, whatever, it's Shondaland, basically. Except now we're going to have a new show called Notorious at 9 o'clock, and I'm calling this one as canceled. While it does kind of fit into the genre of, I guess, maybe a Shonda Rhimes-esque kind of show, I just don't think that this show is going to make it. And not because Shonda Rhimes is not involved, but just because of the show itself. I don't know. It's one of those gut feeling things. And maybe people who are big Shonda Rhimes fans might kind of notice, hey, this doesn't quite feel like what Scandal should be. And that's actually what it kind of gave me, is this feels a little scandalous, but not in a good way. So, yeah, I'm saying that one's canceled. CBS. I'm going to actually call one that's going to be canceled on CBS, and this is The Great Indoors, starring Joel McHale, who I love. I love Joel McHale, but this show, I don't think it's the one that's going to do it for him. It's about a nature guy. He's an outdoorsy man, and he's out, nature and stuff. And then he has to write for, I don't know if he's already a writer, but he has to pretty much write for a nature magazine kind of thing. Except I think it's more of a website. So he's working indoors with a bunch of other tech nerds and people like me who like to stay inside. I feel like they're trying to kind of pander to their geek nerdum audience, or the ones that are there, those that are fans of, say, The Big Bang Theory, which is what this show follows. And maybe it'll work, maybe, but I don't think so. I mean, then again, it is CBS, so they might not cancel it at all. Maybe they just make up some magical numbers and make it last. But it looks corny to me. So even with Joel McHale, whom I love, and his just sardonic views on life, maybe not in real life, but a lot of the characters he plays. I mean, Jeff Winger, come on. So, no, Great Indoors, I'm calling that as canceled. I would like to give a quick shout out here to Fox and the show Pitch, which is about, I believe it's the first female pitcher in, I don't know if it's Major League Baseball. Either way, it's still a pretty interesting and thrilling concept, and I'm really looking forward to checking this one out. Hopefully that survives and succeeds. Another show on CBS, just talking about it. I'm not saying it's going to be canceled, but Pure Genius. It seems like one of those feel-goodery kind of shows where it doesn't really have like a villain or anything really bad that happens. It's about a tech genius, tech billionaire kind of fellow. Think of Mark Zuckerberg, but just nicer. I'm not saying Zuckerberg is not nice, but you know, someone who's more philanthropic. Am I making up a word? I feel like I am. But someone who's nicer. But basically he wants to open up a hospital that has the latest and greatest of all tech designy things and cutting edge of science and medicine. And then he needs the help of this other doctor who is also like brilliant in this field, I guess. And just trying to work out scientific miracles and help bring people back to life. I'm sure there's some other motives going on. There's some secrets to be discovered. Like I said, I don't really see a problem with it. I think it's like one of those good, hopeful, positive kind of shows that we need, where it's not all about the guns and killing and violence. So, you know, I don't think I would watch it that often, but it looks like a pretty decent show, and I think it'll last. So there we have it. Pure Genius. Not canceled. I could be wrong. And the next one is The Good Place. Matter of fact, the very first time I saw the trailer for The Good Place, I'm like, nope, canceled. So, yeah, canceled. Why? Because it just, how far can you take that premise? I mean, it gets kind of old maybe after 4 episodes. I'm not calling it. I'm not saying it's going to be canceled in 4, but, I mean, Thursday night is already a struggle. They already have Thursday Night Football on NBC. So, The Good Place... No, and especially if you have that break with football in between and then you eventually come back, you're not going to have your audience there for The Good Place. So that's another reason why I'm thinking it's going to be let go. Also just because, like I said, the premise doesn't seem like it'll last. More like you'll get bored with, I don't know. It just doesn't look very, very funny to me. The other 2 shows are on Friday. One is MacGyver, which I believe will be fine because it's MacGyver. And, I mean, who doesn't love MacGyver? And it's CBS. CBS, which I said doesn't really cancel much. And it's Friday, so it's already on a night where there's not expected to be a whole lot of numbers. What else is on? Hawaii Five-0, another throwback to the past. So, you got it all good. You're fine. MacGyver will be fine. If you're going to bet money on a show that's going to last, maybe not make it MacGyver, but yeah, MacGyver probably will be fine. The other one that I'm not too sure about, and this is, again, going back to that thing of why are we rebooting movies or making movies into TV shows, and that is The Exorcist. And that is going to be on Fox, which, you know, Fox is really kind of going with the whole let's see how evil we can go theme lately, because they have Lucifer, which I did not predict and probably would have predicted to be canceled, but alas, here we are. It's going to be season 2. So I would have took the L for that one, but it's okay. The Exorcist, I do have a question mark on because I'm not sure. The trailer is creepy as probably the movie is. And no, I have not seen the movie. That is something that my sister and I, who is a horror movie fan, her and I, we have both not seen it. And I'm trying to figure out why it is, or I think we were trying to maybe say, okay, today's the day, we're going to sit down together and we're going to watch this movie. As for the TV show, it's possible I might tune in just to check it out because curiosity. And I mean, I'm a grown man, so I'm not a child anymore. So I think I should be able to handle some spookums that live in a child or whatever and start, you know, regurgitating in people's faces. I think I can handle it now. And just to do a very super fast recount of the shows that I'm pretty certain that would be canceled or that I'm predicting to be canceled, we have Son of Zorn on Fox on Sunday at 8:30. We have This Is Us on NBC. Tuesday at 9 p.m. CW has No Tomorrow on Tuesday at 9 p.m. And we've got ABC, Notorious, on Thursdays at 9 p.m. CBS, 8:30, Great Indoors, or The Great Indoors, also on Thursday. And The Good Place on NBC, also Thursday, 8:30 p.m. So, as for the ones I'm not sure about and kind of leaning towards, because I was supposed to come up with I was going to say conviction. Say it with conviction. Conviction will be canceled. Yes. Timeless, I'm going to put it in my save box. I want it to stay. Might be canceled, but you heard it here. I have a strong question mark. They're doing some great promoting for it, so at least people are aware of it, but hopefully it'll be as good as it looks, which I don't even know what that means. Like if that means that it does look good. Does it? And The Exorcist, which I have a question mark for, because I'm not sure. But it's Friday night, so I mean, that's where shows go to die, and if there are dead people on The Exorcist already, it fit right in. So there you have it. Please come back by May to see how many of these I get right. And always, you can tweet me at indoob, and hopefully I will have a copy of this sheet, but with my notes, and I will try to update it with each show that's either been canceled or renewed or got wrong, whatever, because I've done it for the past couple TV seasons, except for last year, which I'm glad I didn't do it last year, and the reason why is because last year they actually decided to keep the shows that were doing horribly, such as Minority Report, which was a great show, but just horrible ratings. But they aired the entire season, which is, kind of unheard of, especially when you're paying for that time. But there's a whole lot of logistics and science and things that go on with the TV networks, which I would gladly explain to you, but in another video at another time. So until then, remember, if the world didn't suck, we'd all fall off.